Hi, this is Matt from Sonic Mechanics, and today we're going to have a look at the underground house and garage presets for Massive. This is quite an expansive sound set created by the guys at Sonic Mechanics, and they've kind of gone with quite a darker, housey, garagey vibe with this one. I've got them all loaded up here, and I've also imported some of the Underground House Toolkit MIDIs so we can have a little go and have a listen to the sounds. So without further ado, let's get going. So this is the first one of the bass presets called Basics. And that's kind of nice. It's almost like a bit of an organy house sound. Let's go into the next one. Nice. We're at the third one. Get a bit darker there. It's got nice tones in there. Let's go for Dopper. And of course, I'm just using a MIDI preset, but I can also play, you know, any notes that I want to. Nice. It's got a good bit of like portamento in that one. And of course, these are all sort of like pre-made to be edited with the macros, so you've got a bit of vibrato, some chorus. Nice, that makes it actually really fat and wide. Let's see what's happening there. So that was macro 2, and it's affecting the chorus on here. I wonder if it's doing anything else. No, that's just the built-in chorus. Wow, that sounds really good. I'll bring that down again. And of course we've got reverb as well. Few nice breakdowns, shape control, which is affecting, so it looks like the parabolic shaper, the distortion. Let's turn that down again. Let's continue browsing some of the presets. Nice. So you can see they've thought of, you know, adding these quick macro controls as a means to really quickly bring some tracks together, bring your bass together, doing things like editing the cutoff, things like vibrato, they're all on there. Let's have a look at this one. Nice. Heavy analog. Does sound quite analog to me. Bass intro. Knocker. Nice. I like that. That's quite a dark sound. And actually the cutoff on this one is actually adding a low pass. It's actually taking some of the frequencies up top away. The wave. Nice. I imagine that's actually scanning through. Yep, it is. Scanning through a wave table. Well, I've got to say I'm quite impressed so far. I'm going to carry on. Nice. Hey. Again, that's got some portamento, or you can also call that glide as well. So it glides in between notes, give it a nice smooth like overlap. Puncher. Wow, that's quite powerful. Hey. That's got quite a nice sort of killjoy sound to that. That's good. Twangle. I also like the names. Very well thought out names. Twangle and Tactile. Upright. That's more like a house sort of organ sound, quite similar to the first one actually. Where was it? What's that like? Bass warp. Ooh. Sounds like they got some pitch envelope going on. No, it's cut off. Awesome. Oh, I got some effects in there as well. Ooh. Nice. Well, Droop, quite aptly named. I do like the sound of that actually. Discord key. Nice. That's definitely got like more of a classic house sound, that is. Doing it in third and sevenths. Nice little sort of pluck sound. Old school house. Space marimba. Does sound quite space age actually. Get some pads, ice cold here. That's a good pad sound. See what it's like with the cutoff and the chorus. Some more pads here. Morph. Edit the attack. This one called Organic. Sunset Shiver. Pad whistle. Quite literally is like a whistle. Some stabs moving on here. All really usable stuff. Ah, that's a nice bell sound. Ghostly. Interspace. Keytar. Oh, I like that one. Pock. It's quite loud. Ah, I'm moving to some sub basses. Go down an octave. That's actually a really solid sounding sub. If you notice, you don't get really many problems with any clicks or anything. That's cool. Yeah, they've changed the attack and stuff here. Okay. You could have it more sort of like warping in or straight away. Some tube, I'm guessing that's distortion. Nice, some classic tube there. Chorus. Make it really fat and wide. You can edit your Hey in there as well. So more of a plucky sub bass. Awesome. Let's go to rubber. This is more of a softer sounding sub bass, but it would be good to layer underneath. This is one called Standard. Standard sub. See what it sounds like with this MIDI clip. So that's with the tube distortion all the way up. Let's move on to some synths. Blade Walker. Wow, that's quite a thick sounding synth. This one called Bubbling. Ice Cream. Marshmallow. Next one called Moan. You could imagine somebody moaning with that voice. Admit it, it's true. Pulsar. That's really nice. Reza. Sideways. One called TV Time. Of course, these are just like the starting sounds, you know. Once you go dive into them, you can change any of these, like change the oscillators, you can fully customize it to the sound that you are looking for. But I would say these are a very, very good starting point. And I'd just quite like to show you these sounds in context. I've actually made a sound myself. I was actually continuing from the previous project on the other video, which was the Underground House Toolkit, which I just dropped lots of beats randomly in there. And I refined it a bit more, and I've actually got a sort of like a song built from it. And if we just wait for it to load, I will show you. I, first of all, wasn't going to use these presets, but I popped it open because I was curious, because I was going to do the review, and actually started to use a lot of the sounds. So I'll play it from the beginning. Here we go. Going to solo this bass so we can hear this in context. So this is one of the presets that was loaded in, called Lizard. Where is he? There he is. And I've just tweaked this a little bit to my own taste. I've also added some effects to it as well, but these come pretty good, you know, standard as is. If I took these off, all I've done there really is added a little bit of distortion to the top. Let's go for this second bass I've got on here as well. And that's quite an angry sounding bass. I really like that. It's got quite a lot of thump to it. Let's go back to these these beeps as well. I've added these in here. And with the context of the whole track. That was actually some automation there on the decay. Got some on there as well. So you can tell from the sounds that you're getting is a really good sort of like not a starting block per se, but you can instantly dive in and start creating tracks with no problem at all, and then come back to them, tweak them how you like. But these really do sound good. I would highly recommend them. Give them a go. There's a link down in the description below, and there's also a link to the page on Loopmasters where you can purchase or listen and download the demos.